morning, everyone. I am Jad. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. Oh dear. So yeah, I thought, well, before I do anything and before I forget, I'm going to pin the the link. Good. That's good to hear, Amjad. I don't know about you, but where we are, weather's been absolutely crap. So hopefully you'll be getting back to normal, getting back to college, etc. I'll just take my slippers off. Yeah, we'll wait and see that who comes in. I know Partnesters is down at Caravan, I think. It was good to catch up with Bella the other day. We had a chat, we had a laugh. I told her about the purple tit saga. It made her laugh. It's nice to see her laughing, and you know what I mean. We had a right good laugh when we caught up the other day. So yeah, we chewed the cud as you do, and yeah. Oh, good. Well, they reckon sleep's best thing for it. So, but yeah, we had a laugh anyway. Hi, Lee. How are you? So yeah, I've just been saying, Lee. I caught up with Bella the other day, and I told her about the purple tit saga. So yeah, she had a right good laugh. You know what I mean? It was good to see her laughing. So I think she's all sorted now. Oh. Hey, it's best thing for you when you don't feel very well. Amjad is, well, they say it's sleep's best thing for you. So, but I mean, it's obviously your body telling you that you need to, have a rest and whatnot. So, no. We've only been started 3 minutes, Pete. So no, you're not late to party. Take no notice of him, Pete. So yeah, I was just saying, I managed to catch up with Bella, even though sort of, she's had a stressful time because they're moving. So basically, yeah, and I told her about the purple tit saga. So we were both sort of laughing his heads off, and nobody's ever late, Lee. The fact that they're here, that's the main thing. It don't matter how long I've been going out, if they come in an hour into it, you know what I mean? It don't bother me. I just appreciate the fact that people are coming to my live streams. Hiya, Donny. Hiya, Richard. Hiya, Gordo. So yeah, just to let you know, Lee, I messaged Gordo and explained everything other day. So yeah, is Johnny in as well? Donny.
Oh, Donny.
Yeah, it's not Johnny, it's Donny. I do know that Johnny's got a lot on his plate. One of his uncles passed away, and they lost Henry the ferret as well. So, but it did go live last night, and I went up on panel briefly, but my phone were running out of charge. So, yeah. So plus his bike's been getting him some jip as well. So, but Yeah, I do know Partner's not there because he says something about going down to the static caravan or something. I would imagine he's going to shut it all off, and I don't know. But anyway. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Angela says Tracy messaged him to wish him get well. But I did tell Bella, Amjad, and she were poor Amjad, you know what I mean? And but this is it. I mean, Chris don't know this, but I heard from somebody that I hadn't heard from in a long while. He says, is the purple tinny the same as the purple hand gang? It would have been if Chris had got out to do with it. I forgot what we're saying now. No. Somebody from Ireland.
Oh!
Yeah, anyway, so I hadn't said anything because, like, she reached out to me. How can I put it? I don't want to sort of give too much away, but she's had a lot of problems. And
hello, James.
Hiya, James. From what I can gather, everybody that's close, she'd blocked them on Facebook because she didn't want them to know what she was going through. But anyway, you know, so that's sort of the outline of what I'm trying to say. But I did say, well, I do understand, and I don't judge anybody. You know what I mean? People that know me know I don't judge anybody. So basically, she reached out to me. She says she were ashamed and all this crap. You know what I mean? And I says, well, look, at the end of the day, we all human. Oh, yeah. Do you? Have to message me and see if you're right. Oh, yeah. This is the thing, Amjad. I just been in Ali's and it were being a bit, yeah. And I told him I'd freeze over first. It were being a bit saucy. Well, I sort of give you the clue, Gordo, where that person's from. But anyway, so they reached out to me. She says basically she'd blocked everybody that she felt that she were letting down. So yeah, so you know, it's a start. And I says, well, look, and that is the what. If you look at the hashtags, what I've put on tonight's stream is you're not alone. I'm here to listen, and mental health. You know what I mean? But yeah, and same as I say, Pete, whatever's gone on in people's past, I don't judge them by that. It's what they are now. Ah, yeah. I'll check my phone anyway, but yeah, I think you've got a good idea. Ooh. So right, I've just had a message from Bella because we got talking about that Algicel cream that I use. And she says, just wanted to tell you that I sent for that cream yesterday and it arrived today and it's helping quite a bit. So yeah, I told her it would. But I says to her, I says, if it's doing good, and I said, get back to your GP. I says, and I'll have it on prescription because I get on mine on prescription. So it looks like it's done the trick. But yeah. But the thing is, I've not heard from that person for ages, years. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, yeah, I think he come back yesterday. They got removal van and everything yesterday, and it were coming back yesterday. But so yeah, I mean, the thing is with Dirt Rider, Amjad, you've got to get him back. Oh, where did you get that from? Well, that's it. That's the way to go. Pete.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I need to sort this. I need to sort the volume out and sort everything else out.
Oh. Leaving it till last minute as usual.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Lastminute.com.
You see what Chris has put? Seeing a homeless person get off the bus, how did he know it was his stop?
Probably went for it. Probably counted the bus stops and thought, oh, that's how many buses there was, so I was near where the trees were.
Yeah, the thing is, Amjad, Dirt Rider, he goes a bit close to bone, if you know what I mean, and he knows he's out of order.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like it was saying, you know, saucy stuff in alleys, and I just said,
oh yeah, that was I seen it. I didn't.
Yeah. Did you see what I put? I put LL Freeze over first.
Yeah, I seen it. I hadn't even chatted in it. I don't chat in alleys that much.
But yeah,
I don't know why he's doing it. He's using Zoom and gave his StreamYard account to Nuno.
Oh. I read Jordans.
I read Jordans.
But anyway, same as I say, I've tried that Zoom before I tried StreamYards and I couldn't get on with it.
No, I don't. The problem you got with that Zoom, you've got to have Zoom on one monitor and YouTube on the other. You can't overlay the chat like you can with StreamYard.
Yeah,
it's a lot harder.
No, we don't. We don't even mention you, Amjad. But yeah, I mean, like same as I said right from the very beginning, just to be a bit careful with him. You know what I mean? Because he does. That's the thing that Chris has got against him. He does take things a bit too far, and that's what annoys Chris about it.
Oh yeah, he does.
Which I can understand because I'm his wife, and it's like he's being saucy or. But you know what I mean? There's how can I say? I don't very often fall out with people, but the thing that I treasure most is trust.
Yeah, that's what you gotta.
And that I mean, Lee'll tell you, partner will tell you, Chris will tell you. Once I lose trust in somebody, that's it. They're done. I don't block them. And I will be courteous if anybody comes in. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I mean we, you know. I can't make me. Oh, like we entered that one, Gordo. That's all they ever do on I'm a Celebrity. Hiya, Tim. How are you? But yeah, you know what I
Um,
mean. This sort of same as Donny's said. These boundaries, and sometimes, you know, that there's like a line draw. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is a lot on YouTube I've met, and you know, one particular person, we, you know, we'd been there and they'd been here, and the fact that I told him something in confidence and he went and yeah, that is.
I'm meeting a load of YouTubers, not this coming Saturday, next Saturday.
I thought it was this Saturday.
No, I'm at NEC. If I go next Saturday, if there's trains running, don't know if there's going to be trains running yet.
Yeah, I Gail. It's yeah. You know me, I give as good as what I get, and I have Vanessa, but yeah, it's yeah, I give as good as what I get, and you know, but the thing is, Amjad, you've got to stick up to him, and you've got to tell him how you feel. He knows how I feel, and he knows I don't take no shit. Sorry for swearing, but I do not take any shit. So, yeah. But, I mean, then at the end of the day, he turns around and says that it's all in a bit of fun and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But there's fun, and then there's taking it too far.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But you know what I mean? That's one of Chris's pet peeves as well. If you dish it out, you've got to be able to take it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not sort of dish it out and then, you know, when you can't take it back. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes, it works.
But you know, Callum's had that experience with one of his fellow college students. Yeah. And yeah, that is absolutely true, Amjad. You know what I mean? If you don't like what he's saying, just tell him, right, that's it, I'm timing you out. I don't mind at all. But yeah, and the story of it is this lad's a Rotherham fan and Callum's a Sheffield United fan. Now, he's always sort of saying when Rotherham win, he's, you know, blah, 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 at Callum. But when Callum gives it him back, I don't like it. And he's sitting sulks in corner. So, but obviously, I mean, I don't know. I don't, Callum hasn't said anything, but obviously, Rotherham beat Sheffield United other night. And that's one reason why I wanted them to beat Rotherham. So Callum could go back to him and say, yeah, see? But yeah. And this is what we're trying to teach Callum, you know what I mean? If you're not prepared to sort of take it back, then don't dish it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you can't dish the punishment out, you don't do it.
But he'll always talk to Chris about it, and Chris will say, well, tell him this or tell him that, or you know what I mean? It sort of goes to Chris for advice on, you know, what should I say, you know what I mean? And Chris has just said, you've got to be, well, more or less, you've got to put your foot down and give it him back. You seen what Gordo's put? It's as if he had his whaley had been in time out every 5 minutes.
Who's that?
Gordo. But
Nah.
I do know Partner's not being tonight.
Well, I know he won't. He's gone down to his static
Yeah.
because it is Mrs.'s birthday,
Oh. Ooh.
so he's gone down there.
Oh dear.
I did see his video he put out.
I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, I did see the video he put out as well. He put a decent dash cam camera video out.
But this is it, Pete. You know what I mean? It's. I mean, I look at it this way, and I know it's sort of. There's a lot of crazies out there. You know what I mean? So yeah. So you sort of have to be on your guard and be, you know, on your toes, so to speak, when you're dealing with them. Let's just say.
Oh, it works.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's late job because Volvo's in garage. I think he's got a Mercedes now.
Yeah, no, it's not a Mercedes.
It is.
Yeah, Mercedes Belmont.
Yeah,
Get it right. No, but it's better. It's a Mercedes, but the Mercedes Belmont is better than just the Mercedes.
Oh, is it or is it not a Mercedes?
It's a Mercedes, but it's built by Belmont.
Yeah, it's a Mercedes.
But it's built by Belmont. It's not built by Mercedes. The badge it's on it is
it's Mercedes.
No, it's not. The badge on it is Belmont.
It's a Mercedes badge because I've seen the thing on it. It's got a big badge on it.
Yeah, that's the Belmont badge, not the Mercedes one. I'm not going to win, am I?
No, because it's a Mercedes. Well, what I'm saying is, he sold the BMW to get this Mercedes. I think it was.
Yeah, good. As I said to him, it's a good job I didn't buy a BMW to go outside the garage.
Yeah. Well, then explain. Gail says explain. It's got the Mercedes badge on. Because I've seen it.
No, it hasn't. No. I ain't got the Mercedes badge on. It.
Okay.
It basically it's the Bentley. Bentley makes Mercedes, but it's got the Bentley badge on, not the Mercedes badge.
Okay, I'm not arguing. So it's Mercedes. Oh, God says you need 4 before in case you get stuck in a sticky situation. Oh dear. Yeah, unless we forget.
I've been up on a panel that was an American stream today.
I don't know, Pete.
Oh God!
I've never had to fight. Yeah, that's it. Mercedes C-Class. That's it. But yeah, no, I couldn't possibly answer that question, Pete, because I've never been in that situation. So yeah. Tony said the Ford Focus is all right for that, Pete. Oh dear.
What have you got yourself into?
We started off talking about partner's current car, and yeah, it's all gone downhill from there. Talking about dogging, I don't know.
It's all gone down a ski slope.
But yeah. Well, I would think Ford focuses on little. God knows that's why I think I've got an estate.
Oh God.
But yeah. But there's only one thing I've got to say to that, and you know, yeah. You need an estate for mattress. Is that why Chris goes out car camping then? Oh, pardon me. But yeah. But yeah. Well, I crypto.
Crypto.
I mean, from my understanding, I know it's. I mean, if you're going dogging, you know, it's not about what you're lying on. You know what I mean? I tried it once in a Clio. Seagulling is a dogger's way of showing. Oh, I don't know. You've lost me now.
Oh
God. I've never even heard of that phrase, seagull. What's seagulling? I don't know. But you shit on people from a great height. You know what I mean? I mean, when you're sort of getting down to business, you know what I mean? You know, going from car to car and thinking and like pressing each other's match. Oh, that one's a bit too hard. That one's a bit too soft, and this one's just right. Yeah, you know, I don't think sort of in them sort of situations, you know.
God, what have he got?
The softness of your mattress don't apply. You know what I mean? You know, I know what dogging is, but
I've only got 6 days to get that scenery finished. I'm not going to have it done.
Oh yeah. It says, think what colour seagull shite is. Yeah. I've got you now. I mean, it does take a while for the penny to drop, but it does eventually.
It's old age getting to you, Jeanette.
Hey?
Nothing.
But yeah. I mean, you know,
Jeanette, it's old age getting to you.
Yeah.
Chris is going to be. He's already starting to look at where he's going to put you.
Well, we've all got to get old sometime. You know what I mean? I mean, when it was Callum's birthday the other day, I says it's all downhill from here, Callum. But yeah, yeah. Phantom fan flinger. That's a blast from the past. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I tell you what is a blast from the past, right? And it's sort of changing the subject, you know, totally. I heard some music on a I forgot what advert it is now, and And I think it was something to do with, Kenny Everett, that Supernature. And that, I thought, God, that's a blast from the past. But yeah, it were, and I can't even remember where it's advertising. But it were not a John Lewis advert. And when I heard it, I thought, I'm sure that was from Kenny Everett, his show, and it was that Supernature.
You've got me looking now, being a Park Nest.
I've got it. But yeah, it were. I think it was from Kenny. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Pete says seagulls splatter. Mr. Gordo has got to go and fetch Mrs. G from work.
See you later, Gordo.
It sort of got me thinking because I can remember the song, and then it sort of took me back, and I'm thinking, well, I'm sure it would it sort of come to light on Kenny Everett show. It's all right, I'm just Googling it. It says Supernature by Cerrone. But I'm almost sure it were. And it says 1977. So yeah, Erasure's done it as well. Lenny Lovitch.
I've just found that clip. The Kenny Everett with the big clapping hands. I've just found that clip on YouTube.
But I'm sure that when it first, Crypto's here. Sorry.
Oh, there's one good clip. It was done 4 years ago. Kenny Everett meets the Beatles.
But yeah.
Oh, Tim, I'm still on number 5. I've not watched any today.
Christmas adverts is coming thick and fast now and all.
No,
I'm happy to put them up on the other screen so I can see Tim's face.
But yeah, you know, there's Little Bear, there's Aldi Carrot. Yeah, so everything's. Hiya, Jamie. How are you?
Hiya, Jamie.
Is that Jamie? Is it Reese?
Yes.
You see, reason why Chris calls him Scott is on Facebook is Scott Wrestler, but when he's been on panel, he says my name is actually Jamie.
I have Richard.
His name is actually Jamie Scott Wrestler, but when he was at school, he got bullied for his name being Jamie. So
I've cancelled Christmas as well, Richard.
Dale says it's Kenny Everett skit with hot gossip. I thought it sort of, as soon as I heard it, and I thought that's the blast from the past, and it sort of, my mind sort of went, I'm sure that it were on Kenny Everett show.
Yeah, I'm have to move you to the side. Because I can't see the other computer. It's awkward.
Richard
with
says
them being on
it's cancelled. But the thing is, Richard, spend it with your mum because I ain't got my mum, and you know, you never know how long they're going to be here. So I would say, go and spend it with your mum because you know.
I'm not having Christmas. I'm working most of Christmas.
Well, you said you were going to your mum's.
Christmas Day, yeah, but I'm working Boxing Day.
Jack is adamant that she weren't going. Is that still the case?
Yeah, we're not going to my mum's now. That's been cancelled. Christmas Day, we're not going nowhere. Christmas Day.
No.
If I can work Christmas Day, I'll work.
She's already going elsewhere. But yeah, I've got my turkey ordered, my pigs in blanket, my stuffing.
We've got our turkey crown that we didn't use last year. That's still in the freezer, the bottom of the freezer.
We only have a turkey crown because there's only 3 of us, and it saves.
Yeah, but we've got one still in the freezer. We didn't use it last year, so it'll come out this year.
It saves all faff with bones and whatever. It's just and away you go.
We'll still go and get. I'll still go and get a big turkey.
How's my hair? Oh, my hair's fine.
It's old enough to say it's not a permanent colour, though.
Yeah, the rest of it is. Yeah, but obviously, if I want to put the other ones, then I'd have to lighten the bottom.
Have you seen what Richard's for?
Yeah, Richard, you're welcome anytime. You know that. There's only us 3. It's been like that for years now, and that's just But you're welcome. You're welcome anytime, Richard.
No,
when's Chris got to pack his bags? It's like you do me a favour and I'll do you a favour. I'll cook your Christmas dinner. But if you want to take him glamping when you go to Scotland.
Back in a minute, I'm going to fill me coffee cup.
Okie dokie, it's put lol. But yeah, fair's fair. If you're coming here for Christmas, then you've got to take him to Scotland with you. It says I'm pretending I'm out that day. You don't know when he might come. Hiya, Johnny. Is it safe in here? Yeah, of course it is.
I've had to turn you this way because I've got that computer on.
Okay, then, Jamie. You're welcome up anytime. That's a bit below the belt. He'll show him how to fly a drone. But yeah, it's I'll scratch my own back if you scratch mine. Metaphorically speaking, not actual. But yeah. Well, he's taking you glamping, isn't it? But this is the thing that Crypto. Do you what do you do at Christmas then? Do you?
Well, usually I always have Christina at my house, normal. So.
But, what? I just we being celiac and gluten and everything.
Oh right, well yeah, I'd have to. Well, a lot of things I can have. Like I have like the gluten-free gravy. I can get gluten-free Yorkshire puddings and all that.
Ooh.
But I can add potatoes, chicken, basics, all that anyway. Obviously, I can have veg.
Hi Keith, how are you?
I'll just say Keith. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say that.
I'm just going to mute it a minute. It's all right. I just had to. But yeah, you know what I mean. We don't do out fancy. You know, we just have, you know, turkey crown, veg, potatoes, pigs in blankets. That's the only time we ever have them. Mind you, that's the only time they ever are available, aren't they? You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, we sort of don't sort of go overboard. But the thing about spending it at home is you can, you know, get up what time you like. You can put your dinner on
Well,
whatever
I've
time.
not made arrangements at the moment where I'm going and that, because sometimes I go to my Aunt Ellen, sometimes, you know, my mum's.
Yeah.
And I'll sometimes have Christina here. She's not actually asked this year. She usually assumes she's coming here. But now she's got like 5 kids. It's like, well, no, all her fault.
Just gets a bit hectic.
Yeah, it does.
But
Let's have Abigail this year. I'm not sure. I'm not spoke to her. Because she had Christmas dinner with his parents last time. Well,
no.
Okay.
I don't understand that statement, Pete.
No, what are you trying to say? I'm a bloke. I've got a big jacket on because it's cold.
But yeah. But I mean, there's sometimes I answer the phone and people think I'm a bloke. You know, do I sound like a bloke?
I sound like a bloke.
Obviously, people think I sound like a bloke.
I don't know how to say that.
I think he's blowing his own trumpet. So what?
Oh,
I'd have to do that gender change to see what I actually look like as a bloke.
Chris
You know
says I think that's a compliment, but not too sure.
I'm back. Coffee in hand.
All right, Pete's made a statement and we're sort of scratching his heads.
It's all right. Well, if it was a bloke, I'd be a very
Don't
nice
scratch
one.
your head too much, Pete. You'll get
Anyone would be
splinters.
happy to be with me.
Hey, do you know, I'm going to put something straight here. I thought we still had a turkey crown in the freezer. We ate it.
Are the real Jans, is it?
Yes, you informed me. We ate it. I can't remember.
I'm just
That
gonna
message
put
back,
I'm just going to put something in chat for you two to look at.
Oh God, what?
Oh, apparently I'm a bloke. I'm a good looking one though. It's definitely a compliment. Okay. It's a weird one. I'll give you that.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at what I've put?
Yes.
I suppose you've gathered that.
Yeah.
This is a new weird sue me. But yeah,
Hey, Pete does some that video he done with those pasties was lovely. That video.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're my sugar lumps too.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, you know, in all seriousness, Pete does know what he's doing. You know what I mean.
I like what he done. Those pasties look brilliant.
If you're not weird, you're not in our group.
Chris says if you're not weird, you're not in our group. We all nuts here.
Yeah, including Chris.
Yeah, I want to be a Brazil nut. Oh,
monkey nut.
I went happy.
What are they called now?
Well, I'm a Brazil nut. Crypto's a monkey nut. What you?
Yeah, monkey nut.
Bar of chocolate.
Bar of chocolate.
Not a nut.
Hazelnut.
Yeah.
Hazelnut.
Nuts, all hazelnuts.
I'm not happy. I went all the way to Co-op.
No,
to go and
leave
get
the peanut.
dry roasted.
Richard says I love them chocolate Brazils. I like the ones. I know
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not Brazil
No,
nuts,
not
but I like the ones in roses that are in purple wrapper.
There's a one colour.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Oh dear. But yeah.
That's better. I've changed
But
the camera.
this is for the chart, right? If you were a nut, what nut would you be?
That's monkey nut.
I'm a Brazil nut. Crypto's a monkey nut.
Yeah, because that was a muppet.
Richard says them purple ones. Oh yeah, but that's a roasted. Is it almond? Not
Yeah, roasted almond.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
Almonds are them.
Chris, have you? No, we're
Almonds are them flat ones. Hazelnut. That's it. Hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
Yeah. That
Have you seen
purple one. That purple one in roses. That's got
Oh,
hazelnut
right.
in it. Oh, and to
Oh,
tell you-
does he mean the purple sweet? The chocolate? The wrapper?
Have you seen what Chris has put, Jeanette?
yeah, a nutwear white jacket on. Oh, I'm tempted to go raid Imran's snack drawer.
Oh,
Man's got chocolate in there.
Yeah, resist the temptation, Amjad.
I couldn't get. I was well cheesed off. Went all the way down to Co-op to go and get 2 big bars of chocolate. They had none. They had no
Look for us.
chocolate, and he had no electric. The electric the paper was not working. Hasn't been working all day.
Oh dear.
So
But yeah.
I regret now. I should have gone the other shop. If I'd have got a bit of a longer walk, I would have got me chocolate as well. And I know Crypto with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I put my eye mask on so I can't watch her.
yeah.
But yeah, I must say they are my favourites. But yeah, that's hazelnut. The round one is an hazelnut.
I like
An
it in
almond
chocolate.
is,
It has nuts and chocolate.
yeah.
Dime
flat-
bar. Dime bars are my. I'm
I've
addicted.
got notes
I'm
doing
not a fan
it.
of Dime Bar, actually.
No, I'm hooked on dime bars.
I must admit, I love dime bars.
Oh, another thing I quite like. I can sit there and eat them. Is walnut. The walnut Wales.
Walnut whip.
Oh, walnut whip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, not so long back, they removed the walnut from the
Yeah,
walnut
they did.
whip.
I stopped
Oh, did
buying
they?
them when they done that.
I would
It's a
imagine.
step, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Do
imagine.
you know
it-
what I used to do? I
But-
always used to bite the walnut off, taking the walnut off it, and then say to my brother, "Did he want it?"
But the thing is, a walnut whip's not a walnut whip. We are to walnut.
No.
Walnut,
I've
yeah.
seen that a few times.
It's just a chocolate whip.
But
Oh,
yeah,
do
you know what I mean.
Do you know what I can
Oh,
eat as well? I'll eat a
well,
load. I'll
that's
eat,
ridiculous.
yeah. Do you know what I
You
will
know-
eat? I'll eat until I don't care, until my tongue's
I'm
black.
glad if I was in Aaron with his snack drawer, I'll be there with the bag going.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's yeah. How can it be a walnut whip? We had to walnut on top. But I think they sort of come to the senses, and then they started making them again with walnut on top.
Yeah.
So
I like. I could eat nugget. I could eat nugget all day.
I can eat it, but I'm not overly fond of it. It's too. Yeah.
Do you know what I ate a full packet of yesterday? American
Yeah.
hard wine gums, American coated gums, the ones covered in sugar.
American hard gums.
Yeah,
Chasing you, yeah. Well, catch me if you can.
I ate them and a full packet of midget gems as well.
I can't eat anything with sugar on it. I don't know
love
why.
sugar. I love sugar. I like
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah, fruit pastels.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Pastels.
American hard
I'll
gums,
open the fruit pastels, take them all down, and I'll put the whole lot in my mouth.
That's how I go when I eat out like that, like pastels, American hard gums, oat that's coated in sugar. I'm going. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just saw Christina here on. She said she was going to come on.
Oh, okie dokie. But yeah, just will tell you, I can't eat jelly beans either because they loaded.
Oh, jelly beans. Yeah, jelly
She said
beans.
yes, she must be doing something.
Oh.
Back in a minute.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It sort of, it takes you back because, yeah, America. Oh, I tell you what else. Oh, I forgot what. They were fruits, but they were covered in sugar, but they were dead soft. I forgot what they were called now. They're like,
What, chocolate?
no, they did them like orange lemons and something else. They were coated in sugar, but they were, when you bit into them, they were dead squidgy and soft. Sort of opposite are American hard gums.
Oh,
And they weren't fruit pastels. I forget what they were called now. I'll tell you something else. No. No. It'll come to me. I'll tell you what else is.
Fruit pastels.
They're not fruit pastels because fruit pastels are chewy. These were like dead squidgy and soft.
Jelly tots.
No.
Hello.
Are they in a packet like that?
Jelly
Or
tots
they
are them little
separate?
tiny ones, aren't they? Jelly tots.
Yeah,
Didn't
the
you used
jelly
to get
tots
them in
are
a
the ones
tub
that
with
you
sherbet in
roll
them? Well, they're not one of ice sugar
no.
Hi, Beanie.
It's coming on, Johnny.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just figuring stuff out there.
Can
look at you,
anybody
Fluffy.
remember?
Oh, look at Fluffy.
He just got back.
You look posh
They
with
were
that.
starting to turn.
Well, me to try it on. Oh dear.
Wrong way.
Oh, it goes well with beard.
Yeah, it suits you.
Can anybody remember
Well, that if it were a different colour.
Santa's going skiing.
the Tutti
I'm in the doghouse. I'm in the doghouse.
Oh, I should be knackered. Yeah,
Why you
I'm
Why are you celebrating?
Because she knows I had the American hard wine gum things, but she didn't know I had a full packet of midget gems to myself when we were out. So she just said I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You know, you should never reveal things on a live stream because you never know who's watching.
yeah, I know.
So, can anybody remember Tutti Fruities? Them squares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you were talking about?
They started to make a comeback as well now. They sort of
I'll tell you what else you like.
and they're not,
Chomp balls.
well, they just like caramel used caramel bars, aren't they?
Yeah. And another thing, chocolate Terry's orange.
Oh,
Hey, I've seen an advertisement. They're doing them in like truffles now. I know.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Because they've got original Terry's chocolate orange. They've got the chocolate orange bars. They've got the chocolate orange segments, and now they're starting to do Terry's chocolate orange truffles.
Yeah. Well, Jackie seen a job that was advertised. The Kit Kat. I'll have to test us. Jackie said to me, I said, did he have a chocolate?
So your ideal job. Hiya, Luann. Hiya, Jamie.
Wow, what an introduction. Thanks, Jeanette. I appreciate that.
She is so talented.
Yes, she does a great job. Hi, Crypto.
Hello.
Hey. Uh-oh, where'd Johnny go?
I think he's sorting Littler now.
And where's Johnny's little one?
I'm never far away.
There he is.
Uh,
Anyway, this is Luann. Remember Healthy Home Cooking?
Hiya,
Hi.
Luann.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Pete. Oh, it's Pixie. Pixie says hello. That's Mr. Jeanette.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I was on, Pixie was in the doghouse because he wasn't there. But I guess she let him out today.
Well, they were down at football. It was Callum's birthday, and they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
So yeah. We you know, they didn't let it spoil it. It was Callum's birthday, yeah. So don't let Luann watch that me making Callum's birthday cake because it was like chocolate overload. Not healthy in the slightest.
That's what makes it fun for a birthday.
But yeah, Chris has just said he's blaming Callum. Well, I can reveal now what I'm actually making because it's Chris's birthday, not this Tuesday coming, Tuesday after. I can now reveal what I'm making him. I'm making him a lemon drizzle layer cake.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yes.
But I haven't printed it off yet, but I can show it you.
That'll be
You know,
nice.
I did hear that lemon drizzle cake does travel really, really well, especially to the States.
You're just trying to get out of eating good things.
They've been on left back time it got to airport, Jamie, because lemon drizzle is Chris's favourite.
Gotcha.
That's the reason why I'm making it. I'm making Chris for his birthday a lemon drizzle layer cake. Right, I'm just trying to get a good picture of it for you.
Ooh, there you go.
Hiya, Harold, how are you? So
And it's going to look exactly like that, right?
That's the plan.
There you go. That's the spirit.
No, Jeanette's is going to look better.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
But what I'm going to do, though, I am just going to change it up a little bit because, oh crap, baby, just come and pick them up for me. In the recipe, it's a Swiss meringue, Swiss buttercream. That's it. But they use actual lemon slices. I'm not going to use that. Yeah. You see much.
I can see you eating.
Jeanette needs to make one over the weekend just to have a practice run. Oh, well, I didn't have a practice run with Callum's, did I?
Yeah, but this one might be a bit tricky.
He says this one might be a bit tricky. Oh, dear. But it were like a choice of two.
Tricky.
The first one was like a Malteser cake. And I thought, yeah, too many Maltesers. It was like completely covered in Maltesers. And I thought, nah. So I sort of, it was toss up between the lemon drizzle and this Malteser one. So I messaged Tracy and I says, which one do you think he'd like? And she says, well, definitely the lemon drizzle one because he loves lemon drizzle.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's a drizzly kind of guy.
Yeah. Anything to do with lemon. I know.
The drizzle.
Lemon meringue, lemon pie.
Yes, it does.
He just
So he's a sour kind of a guy.
Oh, yeah. I don't, anything flavored lemon. That I don't know why. But
He just wants you to pucker up. That's all. That's what it is.
Oh dear. But yeah, you know what I mean. I don't ask me why. It's just a fan of lemon.
There you go. Yeah. Today.
Yeah, I do
well,
hear Bexy. I've got Jeanette's and Trish's on the layout.
yeah,
What?
Luann. Uh-oh. Somebody's peeking in. Here
Yeah.
we go. Here we go.
Your
There's a pixie
the
head. I saw a
building
pixie head.
of, your bakery.
It's
There we
pretending
go.
to hide now.
Pixie.
Video bomb.
Yep. Hey, there's Johnny Five.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Actually, not so long
Pixie's
back.
flying in.
Actually, not so long back, I made key lime cookies as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Luann made this vegetable soup today. That was awesome. I took it to work and everybody really enjoyed it. Especially the fellow vegans.
All right. Urbex, he says Jeanette's building needs to be a bakery. It is. It is a bakery.
It is. Jeanette's it looks like I'm going to have to bear with me. I'm going to get the stuff moving from a bit.
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
Yeah, he made a bakery building for her for his railroad.
Yeah, I've just got to work out the pivot bit now, Jeanette.
Hey?
The pivoting bit.
Oh.
It's nearly there.
It's all right,
That's not
Johnny.
bad for 2 days it's took to do that.
Johnny's creating. That is going to be a bed.
Oh,
Johnny.
I was a little
Is
worried.
it one
I
of
thought,
them pull down beds?
Murphy bed to call him.
oh, Murphy. Yeah, I thought those were paddles.
Oh,
Back
maybe
there or
you're
something.
really pulled down.
I thought I had a canoe strapped to the wall.
There you go.
I'm not Native American, I'm Yorkshireman through and through.
And if you're wondering, them two things, that was originally a wardrobe.
I put shelves in that one
Oh, we get a
though.
show and tell.
Slow fit wardrobe doors. Do you know where this close
Ooh,
themselves?
look at that.
Wow.
That is nice. Yes.
What's this? They close themselves.
Ah, soft closures. Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be posh, hasn't it? With doors that close themselves.
I'm thinking of putting 2 rails in this one so I can have t-shirts and that in that one.
Oh, that's
There
it.
you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nearly there.
But you see,
Well,
this
it's a bed for when people stay over.
No, me.
it's for Johnny.
Me. It's mine.
What, your
Yeah,
bed?
but-
Well, is that what you didn't know?
The story is, a few months back, Keena were really poorly. So when Keena's poorly, she takes Johnny's place in their bed. So
Oh, right, yeah.
Johnny has to go sleep on sofa, and it don't do his back any favours.
Ah,
Right, so.
that's okay. I get kicked out of bed a lot too, but it's for different
Cost me
reasons.
it cost me basically $10 for the bed. I'll do it American style,
There you go.
and $20 for wardrobe.
Ah,
They're from a different house. They're built-in wardrobes from a different house.
Bexy says they were out filming today and managed to get locked in an abandoned building. Well, that's what what happens when you go.
If they were abandoned, they locked you in. Do-do-do-do.
Hey, Pete.
hi, Pete.
Hello.
I can't get over the fact that he shaved all his hair off. He
How the devil are you?
Yeah, Pete.
looked- we know it.
I got loads.
Hello,
Can I have some
hello,
nails?
good looking guy.
I've got my nasty glasses on, made up with
There you go.
zip ties because they're the only thing that I can see with.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking at Lee's, that's the bakery and the drone shop as well.
And
I'm waiting
Crypto,
for the-
darling,
I'm waiting for the
I wasn't
rep-
being horrible to you. I just think. I
Oh, I
think
know,
you're gorgeous,
I know.
lovely.
I take things as a joke anyway. Like I said, look, thumbs up to one good looking guy to another.
I'm so sensitive.
Aw.
Not.
catering and photographer and drone shop.
I like how he jumps on the stream.
What for?
You know,
Oh, that is good. I've got to get me one of them.
there you go.
Chris says I was so.
I went to a reptile shop.
I need that in the middle of
I
my
haven't got any
videos.
space
I
for
really
one.
do.
I haven't got space for one. Where I am is actually where
Yeah.
Professor's garage is.
Yeah, his partner's got his own garage.
Ah.
Oh no, where's my reptile shop? I'm not having it. Oh, my
That's
chocolate
right,
shop.
posh,
Look at
that.
the chocolate shop.
This I've got a
Yeah.
phone.
You're very busy, Lee.
I've got a
Not much
phone,
traffic, is there?
but I didn't
Oh. Not really
notice.
busy.
I haven't put a video out since Monday. No
No,
video went out.
no bizzle.
Oh,
What's
no,
that?
Old, what is it?
Old
Old one.
Old peculiar. Ah, I just
It describes me perfectly.
I was just
Awesome.
about to
I like
say
that.
Thinking.
I like that.
Yeah.
Personality matching beer. You can't go wrong.
I never met a beer I didn't like, actually. Yeah.
Hey, where's Lee gone?
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
I don't know, unless it's moves the camera or something.
Yep.
He's thinned
You'll be
out.
fiddling again.
Oh,
Can't
that.
keep his bloody hand.
I need
But
to adjust that down because, oh, God, that's too far down.
Minute Lee
See-
goes
seeing
live.
your
it's there.
chest there, yeah.
Technology, you know.
Yes.
Plus his internet shit.
in a nutshell, yes.
In a nutshell. Yeah. He needs to upgrade his gerbil to a ferret, but mine's died, so he can't have mine.
Oh, bless him.
Who's got a
Oh,
gerbil? Are we talking about the love that dare not
No, what
squeak
about
its
how
name here?
his internet's powered by a big wheel.
Oh, I thought it was some new
Richard says we
perversion
don't
or
pick
something.
here from Jackie.
Oh yeah, 'cause you got them sweets on her.
The love that dare not squeak its name.
Oh dear. But
Oh, my snake's out.
Do you get any of that? I don't.
is what? Your snake's out.
Yeah, my snake's out. Well, it's been in. It got fed about 2 days ago, so it's out now.
What
You mean
happened?
out?
My camera
has a
decided to go in.
That is
do a-
instant
What?
street cred, having a snake.
Yeah, I know. I can see in the tank. Come on.
It
She had a
decided
problem.
I thought you meant to be out rolling around.
Sadly passed
I
away.
love snakes. They're
No.
magnificent creatures. I really do love snakes.
It's only a concept. I can't pick it up because it's not been toilet. I've no chance of having picking it up.
Did
Make
you,
sure it's
hey,
been toilet first, then it can come out.
hey, gentlemen, every gentleman on the panel here, did you realize she gets to talk about playing with her snake? But if we would say that, we get in trouble. You
Yeah, we
realize
get
that?
banned instantly. Yeah,
Yes.
But we know. I mean, I know for a fact.
but I'm not a
that-
gentleman, so that works.
But yeah, but this is. I mean, we had a conversation once. Gordo is an expert on reptiles.
Yeah, he's getting a snake soon, isn't he?
Anyway, she don't know whether it's a she or a he.
I'm
pretty
guessing
sure
it's
the
a
married
sheep
one.
because the size one.
Gordo went through the motions of explaining to her where to press to see whether
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
not
a
doing
male
that.
or- And she said, "I'm not touching it. I'm not doing that." So she still don't know whether it's a she or a he.
Sheep before I care. I'm doing that.
So yeah, there's a particular.
Every time you touch a reptile, you're touching 95.999% of your own DNA. So don't worry about it.
But the
Doesn't
thing
mean I
is,
want to do that.
I've got camera
there's a certain
problems.
place lower down on the snake.
Yeah, I know where
It'll
it
be
means.
fun
It's
again.
where
There's a
Yeah, I know
certain
where it is.
place on a snake that you can press or squeeze.
and if it's a male,
Yeah.
something comes out.
Yeah. So if you press, if you
Wait.
press and something comes
What?
out,
You don't
and
want to see
it's
his
male.
lipstick.
But if
They,
you
they
press
say
and
we're like
nothing comes out-
90% chimpanzee, but we're also 80% nematode worm.
Imagine
So-
if you do that, I could just picture my snake going, "Hey, yeah, what are you doing?"
or seeing if
As long as
it's
I'm
got,
100%
seeing if
Yorkshireman.
it's got a
All right.
willy or a vagina.
I'm not going to
Really?
out if it's a female. That's true.
I'm pouring it the polite way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Seeing if-
I know what you mean. But it's got quite a large snake.
I don't think I'd
For
fancy
the
doing
age,
that.
I'm assuming
Actually.
it's a female.
Now,
If
Jeanette,
if
there
the
was
male genitalia pops out, then you don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Well, there'll be no snakes mixed in with it, so it's fine.
Do I look horrified?
I'd say kill the snake and make some boots.
But yeah, it is.
There's a
honestly,
snake in
it's
that.
Yeah.
like-
That's
it is a bona fide way
Plural.
in the
Yours would
reptile
make a
world
decent
of
wallet,
sexing
Crypto.
a snake. But
I
yeah,
want a snake wallet, thanks, Crypto, for Christmas.
so yeah,
Well,
so
me
you know,
expensive wallet.
we have it on good authority. That's the way to do it. If you're not sure whether it's
Hi,
male or
Laura.
female.
Laura's
So-
on Jeanette.
Jeanette, I have a question for you.
Go on then.
Way earlier in the chat, they were asking about Luann's channel. Do you want me to put it up?
Yeah, just
Okay.
You have got a wrench, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I just didn't want to do it without your
Okay,
permission.
Yeah. Well, normally people do ask if it, to put links.
Yeah.
up.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
Hello, Laura.
The
But
real
yeah,
Laura.
Jans.
and this week
Oh, I didn't see Amjad was on there before. I'm sorry. Hi, Amjad.
we are
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
we're going for something simple this week. I'm making gingerbread muffins.
Ooh,
this week.
I like ginger.
I like
But
ginger.
it's like just to play, your gingerbread muffin. But I'm going to put my own touch to it. I'm going to drizzle it with a bit of white chocolate and put some like
Cool
Christmas,
chocolate. Yeah, sounds good.
festive sprinkles on it.
Yeah,
You
Crypto
know that-
saying she loves ginger. She really likes ginger. I never met ginger, so
I
I
like
don't know.
chocolate as well. It's all
Until 2016, Muffin the Mule was a sex crime.
There's a fact for you. Okay, good.
But yeah, just because I sort of
British banter gets a bit weird.
I went to town on.
Saved you a load of money in dental floss, though, you know.
I made a chocolate surprise cake for Callum's birthday because it was birthday Tuesday.
Oh,
So I
I
did
love that cake.
Monday.
The surprise is there was no chocolate in it.
Oh, no, there's
But
lots of
yeah.
chocolate in it.
It was full of Smarties, actually. It looked amazing.
It was like a 3-layer cake. At the bottom two, you use a cookie cutter to make a hole, and then you fill it with Smarties, M&Ms, whatever you want to fill it with. So, yeah.
Hi, Golden Gamer. Well, Tommy.
Hiya, Tony. How are you?
Hey, Tony.
I'm just
Hi,
seeing if
Tony.
I've got a picture of it because.
I have to look over my mic to see everything.
Oh, it's well nice when it's on the screen. I have my spoon up flat, going off. I could just take it off the screen.
Oh no,
I can see the sexual signing soon. So.
But yeah, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. You know the cut-out bits that I cut out at middle. I even used them and turned them into like mini Victoria sandwiches because I got a little bit of chocolate buttercream left over. So the owls, what I cut out, I cut them in half, put some buttercream on one half, and then sandwiched them together.
Yeah.
Put buttercream on top, and then put Smarties on top. So I got like 2 mini cakes. Waste not, want not me. That's my.
Only a Brit
I
could
was kinda
make a
hoping
meal
you'd
out of
send it
whole.
me, but,
Especially Yorkshire, Brit.
It's a British eccentricity from Yorkshire.
But
A
yeah,
British
I have
holy
a
meal.
few
Yes.
I'm on the run,
Yeah.
Laura.
yeah.
Just give me a plate of them holes, please. Yeah, thank you.
I couldn't see them go to waste, and I says, I've got a brilliant idea. I'll make like mini cakes out of them. And I did.
I'm just
And
going to
his
go
dad-
get a drink
Yeah,
dinner.
his dad
Oh,
came
yeah.
over and he had one and Callum had other with his birthday boy, obviously.
It's not like
So-
a bun cake, which is a cake with a hole in it. Jeanette makes a cake of holes.
I have got a bunting, actually.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Can you just get me a
why I love
bottle of
her.
water while you're up as well, please?
I guess
But yeah.
tomato soup isn't
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
exciting.
The thing about me is I don't like seeing anything go to waste.
Waste not, what not.
Yeah, so I'd got to cut them out like a medium-sized cookie cutter, and I got cut the whole out, and I thought, well, I'm not going to chuck them in bin. I'm going to put them to good use. So I made like little mini cakes out of them.
Yeah. What are you making, Luann?
Cream of tomato soup.
Yeah, because some of the tomatoes
Homemade
from our
tomato
garden, I think.
soup.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
Without
Homemade is
any
good.
dairy.
Yeah.
You don't need dairy.
Nope.
It's nice. Dairy's nice, but you don't need it.
But yeah, Pete's. If you want to put your channel in, Pete, he's got a cooking channel as well. Not healthy, but he's got a cooking.
True hell.
Hey, it's last video.
Yeah.
Look, take nice.
My attitude is, yeah, you can eat healthy food. You won't live longer, but it might feel like you do.
They were like pasties, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. You'll all be talking about me in the past tense within a few months, I'm sure.
It's all right, Chris. Did you hear what Chris just said? He
I'll
says,
go out on a winner.
"The pasties look nice." He says, "I weren't too sure about that green stuff on top."
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's the way you do it.
But
Yeah. On top of the pasties was egg yolk, I think. Egg yolk makes a really nice sheen on top of your pasties and pies.
But
Egg yolk. You can use whole egg, but egg yolk's better.
yeah, it's same with bacon as well. Like if you want like a crisp apple pie, that's what you use, and then sprinkle sugar on top.
Now what's in
Trouble's
that?
back.
Huh?
So Dick can hear you laughing. He's like, "Is that Allah?" And I'm like, "No,
Well,
We're talking about Pete's latest video. And Chris says, "Them pasties look nice." He says, "I'm not sure about that green stuff on top, though."
Well, Luann, it's
What
5
was
o'clock
it?
here in the States, so it's 5 o'clock. Luann just told me she needs to go start making supper, so she's gonna take off.
Okay, then nice seeing you,
later.
Luann.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
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 But yeah, he loves his
privilege.
birthday
You get
cake.
first taste.
But here you go.
Tony says, "Did Callum enjoy his birthday cake? He loved it.
I don't do it.
He couldn't get
I
enough."
bet he did. It looked fabulous, that cake. I can imagine.
Oh, it did?
You know, when you put it together, I had this imagination of you cutting it and all the Smarties falling out in the middle, and that would be the best reveal in any video. I tell you.
They did, but
There's
not to
the
extent that
little one.
they
The
all
little
sort of-
Johnny 5 person's here. Hi.
They sort of just fell out.
I've got to get me one of them. I've got him this side. I've got to get one of them.
Welcome back, Lee.
It's really neat when you start messing with people like pick me to your leader.
Okay, Cylons now, yeah.
Yes.
I want one of them now. When changing right.
Yeah, I want one. Yeah, I've got to
I
get me
want
one.
one as well.
You've got everybody wanting one, Scott. Jamie.
I want to be an alien.
Well, this is an all-in-one thing, but
I promise to behave tomorrow.
I got the blur on it. You can't see. Never mind.
I have seen them. They're like about that big on them, but you attach it to your.
What exactly is it then, Jamie?
It's
Like a box thing,
well, yeah, you can just get a box with sounds and stuff, but this
with
one
the sounds
is
on,
is a Rodecaster Pro 2. But I had to get that for the studio as a whole. I'm not just using it for live streaming. So, but yeah, you can get just sound boxes. It has a lot more stuff than I have on there.
So type it into Google, Lee. I forgot
I know what it's called. I know
I
Spike's
have
got
seen
one.
other people use them. Yeah.
I know a Spike, a friend of mine, Spike, that I've just been over on his live. Well, it's father like son. Another live streamer. When now he's live with the live for forgetting it, the heroes, Veterans Day.
Oh yes.
But
Jeanette, my food is getting healthier though, Jeanette. I put beans on my last video.
I know you did. I never seen that.
And when you did the wedges in the air fryer, so that's
that is major good stuff. That is health food. That is potato wedges in the health in the health fryer or whatever you call it.
If you're gonna do chips or potato wedges, it's got to be done. No, they've got to be done in the chip pan.
Yeah, you're doing
I'm
quick.
not sure. Do you know when did I start?
I tell you what though, the best chips ever are Mogo chips made from cassava. Oh, you boil it first and then you deep fry it, and it is godly. I promise you, it is the most beautiful chip.
But we do air fry chips all the time.
Yeah, I like it. Great.
Well, we've just invested in an air fryer, so we're sort of feeling his way around it at the moment.
Well,
right, you could, Jeanette. Here's a tip, Jeanette.
What was Empire?
You put your stuff in the air fryer, right? And you cook it for 5 minutes before you spray it with any kind of oil.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Then you take it out. Then you pull it out. You oil it, and then you put it back, and it will be much better. It will crisp up better. Everything will be better about it. But cook it dry for 5 minutes.
Cook whatever you're cooking first. Cook it dry.
Trust me on that, because I'm a fat bastard.
Spray it with oil and put it back in, and this.
Yeah, we don't use any oil when we do our stuff in there, but yeah, if you want it crispier, yeah, you do it 5 minutes first, and then you put just a little bit of oil, not a lot, just a little bit.
I also soak mine in salt water first, because
I've heard some people do that. Yeah,
all the more fattening, excessive, and tasty. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I love the kind of thing you do, but I'm at the wrong end of it. I'm on the dark side of it.
I'll tell you something now. We don't have salt at all.
Yo, partner.
Hello, darkness.
Hi, partners. But yeah,
you need salt. You need salt in your diet. You desperately need salt, and we probably need more because we've evolved to eat a lot of salt, because that's the way we preserve things before modern brilliance came along to tell us we were wrong all the time. What happens is, if you do take a lot of salt, you can take as much salt as you like, as long as you eat plenty of phosphates. So you would, if you take a lot of banana and a lot of salt, you're going to be all right. But if you go down the several aisles in my local supermarket and eat all the crap that is basically just air surrounded by trans fats and starch, and that is it. There's several aisles in my local supermarket that's just dedicated to crap like that. If you eat that, you're going to be bad.
They will do. It's knowing that, how can I put it, that they're not good for you. You know what I mean?
Well, you need to balance. I mean, 100 years ago, we probably ate 60 to 70 or 80 things in our diet every day, and it was seasonal, and it would change over the seasons, right? But what we do now is we've shrunk that down to next to nothing. We eat like 12 things in our diet every day, when we should be eating 1,200 things in our diet every day. And that's the problem we've got nowadays, is we're not getting the what we've evolved to eat.
Yeah,
is like 100. It's 300,000 years at least. It's probably nearer 3 million years what we've evolved to eat, and now it's all going to change in the last 50 years. And go back, look at a few videos of people dancing in dance halls, and look at them now, and tell me who's eating the healthy diet. Were we eating it then, or are we eating it now? Because I tell you, we're not eating it now.
I always try to eat plenty of fruit. I love bananas.
Yeah, you should eat lots of them.
I will not eat fruit. I'll eat bananas. That's my limit.
Yeah, vegetables are what food eats.
Nah.
I'm joking.
It's like this as well. I mean, I'm not going to be crude here, but bananas keep you regular.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
they're excellent.
And that's
food.
why I eat them. And I mean, I'm sure Chris don't mind me telling you, but he does have that problem of not being able to go regularly. And I keep saying to him, have a banana. You don't have to have, 2 or 3 a day. Just have one a day, and you'll go regular.
Well, a lot of people forget that. I said a lot of people forget that vegetables have natural salts in them. While vegetables that are grown in the ground have natural salts in them. So, like Luann just made a vegetable soup. She didn't add any salt at all, and it tasted salty. Not like over salt, but it's salty. Yeah.
I made a video on celery salt. It's got one ingredient, celery.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you do is you totally dehydrate celery and then till it's rock hard, and then you grind it up. And that celery salt, it's absolutely gorgeous with eggs. And you can add it to just about any kind of soup, stew, or anything to get that celery flavor. And it's kind of salty. It's not like uber salty like table salt is, which is complete crap.
Yeah.
And it's not nearly as salty as mine salt, like Himalayan salt, but it's halfway to being salty. And if you want to eat boiled eggs, that is the salt to eat your boiled eggs with. Really, it's so good.
I believe it.
And turmeric.
Crypto's like, what?
Oh no, I was typing because I'm still typing on Alice as well, and Tim's pulling us.
Well, you see the problem that Crypto's got is she's celiac.
I can't eat them kind of thing.
So it's sort of Crypto has to be extra special about the diet.
No, completely understand.
If you go to there's
tolerant as well.
I think there's someone called Whole Foods online, and they do these great flours made from things like zucchini or flour made from courgettes, what Americans call zucchini.
I've seen where they make pasta.
And they make flour out of that, and you can make bread out of that. Seriously, you can make bread out of it. So if you're celiac, you don't have to go without. And all the alternatives to wheat flour are tastier than wheat flour. So trust me.
I agree. Yes.
From what I've heard, that Duff's Farm does a very good
spelt and they do spelt flour, which is excellent.
They do
really
all sorts, like the oatmeal flour, you name it.
Yellow rice. I think it's yellow rice flour and white rice flour. Well, white rice.
Everything's better than white flour. Everything's better than white wheat flour. Everything
corn flour.
I mean, our local Asda, they go as far as doing a powdered egg as well. Like if you for certain diet you can't touch dairy products and obviously sort of a dairy product. If you're a strict vegan, let's just say. And Asda do a powdered egg alternative to, to the real thing. I must take my hat off to Asda. They do a good range in free from.
Asda's pretty good. Asda is our version of Walmart, by the way.
Okay.
About the same group.
Gotcha.
It's not like Walmart.
Lee's only saying that because he's banned.
I can go any other Asda other than the one by me.
We've had this argument earlier on, Johnny, because I said that Port Nestor now got a Mercedes, and he says it's not a Mercedes. I says it is a Mercedes. So if you're in Parknest, is it or is it not a Mercedes?
I thought it was a Lexus. I'd rather have a Lexus than a Mercedes anyway, but there you go.
But
I agree.
Crypto, lovely.
Yeah.
If you go to Buy Whole Foods online, it's called Buy Whole Foods online, and you
I'll
look
let you
at
know.
their,
Send me some stuff. Yeah.
look at their stuff. They've got all sorts of alternatives to wheat flour you can use. You can make great pancakes out of zucchini flour, out of
Yes.
courgette flour.
I've not seen any
That's
vegetables. Mainly like
In
rice.
fact,
or
you
corn
can make
and things.
great pancakes by just whizzing up eggs in a blender. Not wet eggs, bananas in a blender and pouring them out
Oh yeah.
like a pancake.
Oh, like a
on a
banana
hot plate.
pate kind of thing.
Yeah,
So-
but banana
so-
pancake. Yeah, wonderful. Just
settle the
bananas and
argument,
nothing
right?
else.
Yeah, you're
Hello, Freckle.
Parknest.
Hello, Fricky.
There you go. Can you see Lee is disappeared, and it definitely is a Mercedes. Yeah, see, I prove a point, and he disappears. I've had this argument with Lee, and he says it's not a Mercedes. I says it's a Mercedes.
Whereabouts in the States are you, wrestler?
I'm in the state of confusion.
That
You
is a
guys been
great
done now,
answer.
Stina?
No, I'm in Pennsylvania. The closest place people know is Hershey.
There's
So
laptops
you're in
playing up.
Steeler country then.
I'm
No,
not
the
looking
opposite
down.
side. I'm
Conveniently,
actually
opposite side,
closer to Philadelphia than I am Pittsburgh.
Oh, gotcha now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of former Eastern European influence down there, isn't there? In
Yeah, there is.
cookery and that, yeah.
Yes.
Ukrainian,
lot of,
Russian, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of German heritage, Dutch heritage. Well, Pennsylvania
Yeah.
Dutch. Yeah. So a lot of very unhealthy food.
It's
But
well,
good
it's
stuff.
it's very un-American, really, isn't it? Down there, it's kind
it
of
is.
a
Richard
little
says
enclave
the
of
guy-
Eastern European
Oh,
stuff, really.
Yeah,
Brothers that own Asda lives
Well,
right
power
corner
to you
from
if you're breaking out of that and doing the health food stuff.
Well,
Right, you lot can bear witness. Partners put in the chart. It's a Mercedes 2009 C-Class. There you go. Arrest me case, Lee, if you're watching.
Yeah, I saw Parkness earlier said it's definitely a Mercedes. So
Well, Lee said it weren't.
oh, but what were we talking about? Oh, about the food. Yeah, Luann's trying her best. Now Luann actually is vegan, kind of like crypto for because of health reasons. But a lot of the stuff that she makes is pretty darn good. I mean, I have to admit, when she first started making some vegan stuff, I was like, this isn't all that great. But as she started getting more and more recipes, that's some good stuff.
I'm not vegan. I do.
You
I
know-
do still eat meat.
What
pulling
I meant
stuff
is you have
from
dietary.
Indian cuisine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can
I know
pull
what
in
you mean.
stuff and ideas and techniques from Indian cuisine. And
Trust me,
Indian cuisine is mostly vegetarian, and people
Mhm.
don't get that because what we see in the West is Indian food that is tailored to Western palate.
Yeah.
But if you go to India, the majority of Indian snack food, the majority of Indian restaurant food in Indian restaurants in India is vegetarian or vegan.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. So if you want to get away, you can't go totally vegan on Thai food. You can't go totally vegan on Cantonese food, but you can go totally vegan on Indian food. It's easy. The majority of Indians are vegetarians, or maybe they eat 2 or 3 meat meals a year, or a
Yeah,
month.
and they funny about
But
eating
they-
certain
the-
meats though. Anyway.
The majority of them eat vegetarian. So if you really want to go vegetarian or vegan, look at Indian food. And if you don't like the spice, take it out. Take it the fuck out. And just cook it. Replace the hot peppers with sweet peppers. That kind of thing.
By the way, Peter, I've got those vitamins that you recommended the other day. I've started taking them already.
Which one's the turmeric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he
Turmeric
was-
will change your life, bro. It'll change your
Yeah.
life.
Vitamin C one now
It's one
as
of the
well,
greatest
so-
things on the planet.
I thought he was
Seriously,
talking
it's
about
so
those.
great.
I thought he was talking about those little blue pills. I wasn't sure.
No, I'm all right in that department.
Yeah,
No,
but
Oh,
you
okay.
said the other day, it's got to be
My ex
turmeric
tried
and
to
black.
sneak them in my coffee, yeah? And I spilt my coffee on the sausage and it shot up the cat's arse.
But
Really?
yeah, I've sold mine as well, so yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean,
Speaking of says that in
I
English.
mean, I've
Indian
sent Crypto a lot of recipes. That
Yeah,
is
yeah, I've
like-
got them on the computer.
yeah. And it's sort of just because you're like celiac and you need gluten free, it don't mean to say that you can't enjoy what you're eating.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no,
rice flour and maize flour or corn flour, all of that is celiac. It's perfectly good for celiacs because it's got
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no wheat gluten in it. The things
I've
you need
also
to
got to
avoid.
be careful with cheese and milk because I'm also lactose intolerant.
Mm.
So
A
both.
lot of the vegan vegetarian food in Asia is made out of seitan, and seitan is wheat flour gluten. It's
Yeah.
poisonous to people like me and probably you.
All
But,
right.
I mean,
should
I've
avoid it
even-
like
I've
Look at
even-
that one.
oh
Got a
yeah.
slide on it.
but they make mock turtle and mock duck and all these kind of different meals. I had a
That's
meal
right.
in a temple in Hong Kong, and it was like it was a Buddhist temple in Hong Kong, so it was a totally vegan meal,
115
vegetarian
quid,
vegan
wasn't
meal.
it? That did me good.
Wow.
And it was they made it with seitan, and it didn't agree with me at all. I didn't get on with it because I guess I don't like wheat gluten much at all. I don't
No.
enjoy it.
It's
I
£20
prefer,
more because I'm having
you
it.
know,
cooked in
I love bread, but I'll eat rye bread and spelt bread, and I'll make my own usually.
I've not
because
tried
it's
the
better
rye
than
bread.
anything you can
I
buy.
don't like the gluten-free bread that they do in Amsterdam. I'm not really keen on that.
Well,
But
'cause
I
it's a load of crap.
even sent Crypto a site for chocolate.
Ooh.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
I did my research.
I'm not
and I
too
even-
bad with chocolate. I'm better with dark chocolate.
In
Well,
the
we-
commercial
I can't have a lot of
world,
it.
if you see sugar free, if you see fat free, if you see gluten free,
Don't
think
eat it.
chemical shitstorm because
Mhm.
that's
Don't
what
eat
you're
it.
buying, right? You've
yeah,
got
I
to
understand, yeah.
take
You're
yourself
better
out of
off
that.
with
And
full fat dairy.
I'm sure a
Everything-
wrestler knows what I mean. You got to take yourself out of that and totally like
Yeah.
rethink it. Spend
Mhm.
a little more time and love yourself a bit by
Peter,
making
I
something.
lost
I
it.
usually check what's in it.
Peter,
Yeah.
I weighed 26.5 stone 3 years ago. I lost 11.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell!
Keto diet. I hadn't had bread for 3 years. I hadn't had a
You
single
lost
slice
all
of
that
meat.
weight. That's fucking
Yeah.
careless, that mate.
I know.
Joking.
But
For Yorkshireman to lose
That's a lot of
something,
weight
I
to
lost
lose.
weight though.
for Yorkshireman to lose something, it just doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah, it's not right. Yeah, you're
but
supposed to
the
have a
thing
tea
is,
strainer on your drain pipe, aren't you, in Yorkshire?
Yeah.
well, it was like me.
And
I
all in
mean,
the pocket.
many years ago, I had gallstones.
1 minute.
So you get into a routine where you check every single label of everything that you're
Mhm.
buying.
Yeah.
And
Well-
You gotta be careful, especially if you're doing it for dietary reasons, because it's like you're constantly looking at labels.
but
Oh,
that's,
all right.
that's the thing.
Well, let's
Crypto.
cut to the chase here, right?
Hmm.
The medical world, the big pharma, let's just say the medical world in general, is why would a drug pusher want his junkies to be cured? Why would he?
Well, they wouldn't, would they? No.
So why would big pharma want you to be well and happy and healthy? Why would they? There's absolutely no profit in that for them at all, for you to be happy and healthy. What they want is for you to be teetering on the brink of fucking death so they can flog you more pills. So you walk rattling around the fucking streets.
But same as I was just about to say, I got into that routine when I had got gallstones, I checked every single label at every single item that I ever purchased. And it's hard to get out of that routine when you've sort of been checking that long, like waiting, because I was pregnant at the time. So obviously, you know, I couldn't have an operation because I was pregnant. And you get into such a routine that every single item that you buy, you're checking fat content, blah, 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 numbers, you know, everything. You check everything, and it's like you check every single item.
Depends what you check. It's something like what you've got to check.
Who do you think pays for all the medical research, for all the medical stuff we get? It's actually paid for by Big Pharma, by big pharmaceutical companies like Bayer, ICI, and all those. They are paying for the research, and you get what you pay for. If they want you to believe this, that's what the result they're going to get from their whores in white coats.
But now here in America, as you know, there's of course Republicans and Democrats are the big two policymakers, but here the Democrats are pushing for more federal back healthcare, but you do have the big pharma, you do have the the bigger industries that are saying no, don't do that, because part of the Democrats' push for healthcare is pushing the fruits and vegetables, pushing the dietary concerns, as well as at the same time as doing the healthy stuff. Yeah, and of course you have a lot of the those big pharma, the big money going in trying to stop it.
Human beings shouldn't eat insects at all. We shouldn't be eating chitin. Chitin, there's nothing in the human digestive tract that can handle chitin. Chitin is awful for human beings. It's dreadful. We shouldn't be eating soya either, soybeans or edamame beans, because that's animal feed. It's not good for humans. But definitely not chitin, which comes from insects, and insects are coated in chitin. So the crispy, crunchy bit of an insect, and some of them are delicious. Trust me, I've had them. But some of them are delicious. But you shouldn't eat it. You should not eat it.
Yeah, and I don't.
Chitin is bad for humans. Very bad.
Yeah, I've heard that as well from European reports saying that America's pushing bugs to eat. We don't hear that here. I don't know where that's coming from exactly.
No, the only bugs
it's coming from the WEF, from the World Economic Forum.
Oh,
from Auntie Klaus Schwab and his bunch of bloody fairies. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Crypto?
I said I got crickets, but they go for the reptiles I eat.
Yeah. Exactly, your reptiles have evolved over billions of years almost.
You don't have a look at it
to eat them. That looks tasty. But humans are not, they're not good for humans. Well, I mean, like we eat lobsters, which is basically the same thing. It's a big insect in the sea, but we don't eat the shell. The chitin is the problem that humans shouldn't eat.
You're not supposed to eat the shell? Oh, that's the problem. I was wondering why it was all crunchy.
When I eat prawns, when I eat shrimp, the big Asian shrimp with the shell on, I love it. Oh gosh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I like the taste, and I like that. The shell has all the flavor in it, but it's not good for humans to eat that shell.
No, you can eat the shell. No?
In Asia, isn't there a small fish that they eat, like the bones and everything?
The black.
Yeah. We've eaten that for centuries. Mm-hmm. We've eaten anchovies and elvers and all those things for centuries that are good for us. But there's the Jews might have a thing here. They might have a sensible thing here that you shouldn't put too much emphasis, and you shouldn't eat too much seafood, shellfish, especially the big arthropods, like lobsters and that. And that they're all non-kosher. You're not supposed to eat anything like that, according to the
You're not
Jews.
supposed to eat seafood.
Not all seafood, but they'll eat scaly fish. Even Orthodox Jews will eat scaly fish. A fish that has scales, but it won't eat a shark because a shark.
I've never looked at tray of seafood and thought, is this a religious event?
No, it's just interesting to follow. Because I've come, like I've said to you earlier, I came back to faith from being a humanist. So I've come back to my faith, and it's like it's so interesting to like compare the two levels of thinking or the 3 or 4 levels of thinking, because it's like 3D chess, really. Putting it together.
By the way.
It's like this, Pete. You've seen it from both sides of the coin. You've sort of been, and then you've gone back to your faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but 2 years ago, I would have called myself a secular humanist, an atheist, basically.
Oh, an atheist. Yeah, that's what my daughter is, atheist.
But I'm not now. So that goes.
Well,
They say there's no atheists in foxholes. I used to be a soldier for many years, so I kind of connect with that. There's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole.
I was an atheist in a foxhole.
Doesn't believe in any religion.
I was.
Yeah.
But
thanks for your service.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, today, of course.
Your service.
It's true about that.
Yes. Thank you, Pete. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
I know. I'm a fucking hero. Praise me.
Yeah. Today for Veterans Day, of course, here we have a joke. Happy VD, but we have
yeah.
But they gave it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Happy VD. Enjoy your rash.
Yes, exactly. I'm sorry, Jeanette.
We just call it Armistice Day.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We call it Poppy Day and we call it Remembrance Day as well. But Remembrance Day is normally the closest Sunday to 11/11 because it was the 11th hour of the 11th day of 1911.
Gotcha.
Sorry, not in 1911. Of 1918 that terrible war ended.
That's First World War. See you all later, Lee.
And
Bye,
the poppies have got nothing to do with opium or Morpheus and all that crap. It's to do with the bread that the soldiers were eating in the trenches, and the poppy seeds came off the bread and they grew in the trenches and around the trenches after the war ended. That is where the poppy and the thing is because a bullet wound looks like a black entry hole and a red spread. That's why the poppy is so poignant to soldiers and people like me. I served for 17 years and I buried a few of my friends, so it's very poignant to me. It has a deep emotional meaning to me. Remembrance Day does, and I don't have to wear a poppy or anything like that because I don't carry it with me just on the 11th of the 11th. I carry it every waking moment of my life. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
It's nice to celebrate it, though. It really is. I don't glorify war because I think war stinks. And I think war stinks in the way only a soldier can know, right?
Yeah, agreed. Yes,
but I don't do it for the glorification of war. I support it for the memory and the love of my lost comrades. Yeah. And I buried 13 during my service, so it's a big deal to me.
Nope, I know exactly what you're saying. Unfortunately, yes. But on Veterans Day here at where I work,
fortunately, you survived it, my friend.
Yeah, you as
I'm
well, sir.
too.
Yes. Yes.
Didn't we just?
Yes. But there's for Veterans Day today, my work, they gave out these different things, but one of the things was cupcakes. And we got to choose like a vegan, gluten-free cupcakes. So I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound too appetizing, but I'm gonna try one. They were good. Yeah, I had a chocolate one with it's like a caramel topping on it. It was actually pretty darn good. They were like, they actually had this food truck that had they made them themselves. Like they weren't like frozen and brought in. They actually made it themselves. They were very good. So I was surprised. Yes.
Have you got into raw food yet, mate?
I only like
stuff those guys do is amazing, isn't it? Raw food. Blimey, wow. I tell you what, I've had some meals that these raw food guys came in and did, and I thought, okay, what fucking planet am I on now? And at the end of it,
yeah,
they make these cakes and these things, and none of it is cooked. All of it is raw. Everything is raw. It's sometimes it's still raw if it's powdered while it's raw, apparently.
Yes.
And dried, so they can use all that, and that's where the depth of it comes from. But I've had some amazing meals that were made from alleged raw food,
and it's
just the word raw. We don't sort of.
Yeah, but I mean, raw also includes using yeast and live things, and it's mind-boggling what they can make.
Yeah, when you cook it, it can't be over 180 degrees, something like that. Like
they got some level.
But it can't be over a certain degree that it kills the good bacteria. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 70 degrees Celsius apparently.
Something like that.
It's on about 180 is about something like that anyway.
Yeah,
but it's below. It's above the level of pasteurization, but below the level of cooking.
Yes,
you know what I mean. It's kind of there, isn't it? It's in that hover ground between it.
And he's right. I've had
some amazing things.
I have too. Yes. I agree. I'm not into the raw stuff, but I've had some raw stuff.
One of his favorites is sushi, and it just don't.
I'm not into it, but I've liked everything I've had that was allegedly raw cooking.
I agree with Pete. Yes, me too.
But yeah,
you like raw, like nuts and like fruit. And stuff like that,
there's in raw food. There's
like
nothing that's ruled out. You can eat anything as long as it's raw or derived from raw.
Yeah, there's a lot of raw peanut butters because it's not cooked ahead of time or pasteurized or
right, so it's anything that's not been cooked.
Yeah, they don't like stuff that comes out of cans and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gordo were on about sushi earlier on, and it just.
I've had salmon, but I've had it. What is it called when you like?
I don't know.
That in sugar.
Like Gravlax, you mean? Like with Dylan sugar?
No, I've had it like where I've had salmon, but it's been sat in like a sugar.
Oh, so that sounds good to me.
Like kind of sugar. Then you smoke it.
Oh,
that sounds.
I think I know what she's talking about,
but it's not. Yeah.
It's kind of like raw.
They brine it. They brine the salmon in sugar and a bit of salt and then they'll dry it and then they'll smoke it. Oh God, yeah, you're talking.
I don't know what that Gravlax is salmon, isn't it?
Gravlax is Swedish salmon with dill and mustard. Dill and honey and mustard usually.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's fantastic.
Well, sushi. Go ahead.
I like sushi. Yeah.
Well, with sushi, because they're talking about that in the chat, but with sushi, I've had some really good sushi, and I've had stuff. No,
I had some pretty bad sushi. I had fish eggs on it, and I tasted it. I was like,
yeah.
They just all popped in my mouth. I was like, no.
Well, there was a famous sushi chef.
Oh my God!
Yeah. But there was a famous sushi I can't say it. Sushi chef that said the secret to good sushi is the rice. Yeah.
I can totally connect with that.
Yeah.
You know,
you've got to use the right rice. You've got to pickle it nicely. You got to and not
Got
go
me PJs on
overboard.
Crypto.
Yeah, to make good sushi. Actually, to make good sushi is not hard to do. To make bad sushi is fucking easy to do.
That little TikTok video you done, you did with
what do you call it?
I was supposed to stop laughing
Filling
at that.
station sushi, or what do they call it in America? Gas station sushi.
Yeah, gas station sushi.
Yeah. It's like you know, like instant. Bleh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't
Exactly.
eat that because that is not a proper sushi experience.
Sushi that you'd probably get from your local supermarket. They rush it through.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like making it yourself, is it? You know what I mean?
Supermarket sushi, don't go there. It's nasty shit.
There's only one supermarket sushi that I had that I liked, and they actually made it in front of you. They had a special
that's proper
area.
sushi then, isn't it?
Yeah. They had it was proper sushi, yes, but only one place like that.
Not pre-packed, what they call it, pre-packed blister wrapped sushi is like it's the limit of suck.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, even though I don't like sushi, you know what I mean, and I'm this way, my thing is it's always best made from scratch, whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
I've never. I've only had it from the supermarkets, and so I'm assuming it's not that good from there. So I've never actually been to a restaurant and had it.
The reason the Japanese pickle the rice is because rice is very dangerous to eat after about 40-50 minutes after it's been cooked. The rice gets dangerous to eat, and that's because
I'm not going to a restaurant with you. You scare her. You put me on food.
No, like carbon, it has like a massive surface area, and it is perfect food for bacteria. So the Japanese and the Koreans will pickle their rice. They'll pickle the rice they use for the sushi or their, I forget what the Korean name is for the one they do. They do this big long like Japanese sushi looking sort of thing, full of vegetables and rice and everything. But they will pickle the rice as soon as it's cooked, and they pickle it with sugar, salt, and mirin, which is like vinegar and stuff, you know, and it makes the rice last. But you can't just boil rice and throw it into sushi and expect it to work. You've got to do that.
I've got a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Has anybody ever had any? Because I know there's a fish and it's very toxic if you don't eat the right cut.
Yes,
I know what she's getting to.
Is it puffer?
Yeah, they're like a globefish. Yeah,
a
puffer fish. The Japanese will cook it, and they also have another one called lionfish.
Yeah, the lionfish is what I was thinking of. Yeah,
it's very deadly. Yeah, I mean, something like 10,000 Japanese die from it every year, and it's because it's just badly prepared. Yeah. But if they prepare it well, it's amazing because it apparently numbs your mouth.
But would you risk it? Because I wouldn't.
When you eat it,
I don't think I would either.
Well, is it?
Basically, you're putting your life in their hands. I'm like, no.
But yeah, I've heard about it, and it sort of it basically they were saying it takes a skilled chef to know what cuts you can use and what cuts you can't.
Living on ice cream.
Well, like everything Japanese, it's ritualized. Yeah. So unless it's made, if you're gonna eat it, if you go to Japan and you're gonna eat it, because you probably won't find it much in the West, apart from maybe a couple of places in the United States. But there's nowhere else in the West you could buy it. So if you went to buy it in Japan, you've got to go to the one that all the Japanese and the locals have been going to for years to try it. But it's like, if you want to become a millionaire, don't ask a bloke in a pub how to become a millionaire. Ask a fucking millionaire, right? Yeah. It's the same thing.
What is it? Doesn't the chef have to have, if I remember, like 4 years or 7 years of training or something like that to do it?
I just know that it's very exacting, and the chefs that do it are considered to be something like living cultural monuments.
Yeah, they're
like the sword makers, you know.
See, that's
they're
what
chef
made me
masters,
ask about it, because I have heard about it, and I have heard that, you know, only
it's
very, very skilled chefs know, know sort of the cuts to make, and you know what's.
It's very expensive, and it's as rare as rocking horse shit to find it done well, apparently.
It's all right. Richard says he'll stick to fish fingers instead.
Did I just say rocking horse shit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I've always wondered about that. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, I've heard about it, and you know, I just wondered if anybody had ever tasted any. Or
anyway, trust me on the turmeric, and this guy here, he will tell you that it's true. You've got to do it, haven't you? You've got to do it. You've got to do the turmeric. If you're smart, you'll do turmeric every day with pepper, because the piperine in the pepper, it enhances the curcumin in the turmeric, and it helps it get into your bloodstream faster. So you don't need as much turmeric if you have black pepper with it. You need a little bit of turmeric, like a teaspoon a day, half a teaspoon a day.
The tiny little tablet.
And it will change your life. It will change it overnight. And in India, it's considered an antidepressant. It's much stronger than Prozac, because Prozac is made out of fucking fluoride, and you don't want that in your system, right? A heavy metal.
Yeah,
it's all right. Partner says not if Elon Musk gets his own way. Yeah, we're not going there.
Well, Elon Musk is a transhumanist, isn't he?
He's got more money than sense, that guy. He's paid.
I wouldn't write him off because he's not stupid.
No, he's not stupid.
I mean,
he's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you see?
Weird.
Did you see
I think he's connected to the Vanderbilts, isn't he?
Did you see that article where he walked into Twitter headquarters holding his sink? Now, I don't know what that were all about.
I think he was getting that stinking feeling.
Jeanette, I think he went down the plug hole.
Well, it was basically telling them that he was going to drain the swamp, so he took the sink with him. And I think he got rid of all those censors, you know, all those idiot censors that want to filter everything through that ridiculous woke
I got banned off it. I've only gone back to it because Elon's got it.
What? Do you tell the truth or something, Johnny? You must have told
I've been
banned for telling the truth.
But the thing is,
they talk about democracy, right? But they don't understand that debate is very important in the democratic process, right? Once you start shadow banning and blocking everyone with a different opinion, then there's no debate. It becomes dogma. It becomes dogma on your side. And the trouble is with the internet now, it filters people into bubbles of people who agree with them.
I want to do a second channel
rather than people who get an alternative opinion.
Even Richard's gone on to turmeric and black pepper as well.
Yeah, well, but the danger is in that scenario is that people only hear what they want to hear, and where does that take us? I tell you where it takes us. It takes us to the brink of fucking civil war, because the side that are not being listened to have only got one option now: violence.
But I mean, we had this discussion on Tuesday about these Stop Oil protesters. They've now come to the realization that they're not getting anywhere with what they're doing.
I saw a great video the other day. This big black bloke, he's like a giant, and he picked one of these little soy boys up and threw him into the barrier and let the traffic pass. And you know, the daft thing is that guy is going to get arrested and thrown in prison for doing that. But all he's doing is doing what all of us want him to do. You know,
I mean, it were on news the other night that a police officer had been hurt and a truck driver had, I don't know what, you know, but it's
yeah, that's the stuff, mate.
It's costing lives.
Special offer on, so I got the vitamin D one.
Well, the further we go down this route of having only one opinion, or people who are outside that opinion get shadowed
I was very opinionated
and silenced, right? The problem with that is that marginalized community now become the opposition, and they become very fierce opposition, because the moment they have to be heard, because they are in the world and they have an opinion, so they have to be heard. So pushing them away
I have to be heard,
and sweeping them under the rug is not doing any good. What does good in the democratic process is debate.
Exactly.
We have to talk to each other.
We were watching Good Morning Britain, and there were a guy on from this Stop Oil, and she says, don't you realise that you're alienating every single person of the public with your actions because you're putting lives at risk, etc. Then there were a guy, you know, from another side or whatever, and she says, wouldn't you just be better sitting around a table discussing it, blah blah blah, rather than putting people's lives at risk? Anyway, you were waffling on about Summit, and Susanna Reid shot him down in flames. Shut him down because we're talking complete waffle.
Well, the news is totally partisan. It's partisan in Europe, and it was partisan in America. You know, because if a guy with a MAGA hat punched some like Antifa guy in the face, it was all over the news. You never heard anything else. Oh, it's all about this guy punching this Antifa guy and all that stuff. Yeah, Antifa had burned down fucking 2 or 3 cities in America, and it's all being ignored by the news. It's being ignored by the news. So you average like brain dead idiot who's like watching CNN and believing it all day long is not getting the news at all, because the news is being filtered out. So opinions that differ from the mainstream are being cut out.
My point is, they went to this gallery and stuck the hands to this painting. Now, what's that? What's that gaining?
Yeah, priceless painting and all.
They're just total wankers.
You know what I mean?
They're just wankers.
It's total madness that they go into a gallery where...
Do you know what makes me laugh? The biggest polluter on this planet is China. Why aren't they go over there kicking off in China? Because they get money.
Exactly. Nobody complains about China. Nobody.
You know, this is what I'm saying is, it's an art gallery. There's priceless pieces of art, and them stupid idiots are gluing themselves to it.
They're all saying that Western Europe, white people in America sucks, but it's not true. It's absolutely not true. Look at the world we created, the things we've created. Look at the inventions throughout history and all that. You can't write it off. You can't say, oh, well, we didn't do that. You pick up a telephone. It was invented in Scotland. You pick up a radio, and it was an Italian who came up with that, Marconi.
How spooky is that?
You know,
yeah.
If you want to start playing the race card, all right, show me someone from
your
side of the fence who invented something, and then they'll say, oh, well, so and so. All right, give me 10 more then, bitch.
It's like everything. Same as
I just don't like anti-white racism, and we're getting a lot of it now. There's a lot of anti-white racism.
One by going on the gantry on the M25, emergency vehicles weren't able to pass. So then you've got somebody that's either having a heart attack or a stroke that's going to die because of their stupid actions, gluing the centre railings or whatever they're doing. You know what I mean?
You've got to be careful not to be hyperbolic about it, though, because you know, the ambulance is
See
not
you
the
later.
majority of instances in that. What you got to do is understand that if they're doing that, I actually think they're being controlled by and financed by very sinister forces, right? Because all the time they're doing that, they're not at work. They're not creating.
This is
they're
what
not building.
came out the other day on this Good Morning Britain. There was likening it to a cult. There's got to be somebody higher up that's financing it.
It's all the college
and
generation.
this guy that was on Good Morning Britain, it says such and such his name, and it says and construction worker. So if you're a construction worker, why aren't you on a building site constructing rather than sitting in Good Morning Britain trying to say, you know, why they're doing this and why they're doing that? You know what I mean? It's
well, if you're watching Good Morning Britain and expecting to be told the truth, I'm afraid you're in the wrong place.
I don't watch mainstream media at all.
Jeanette, Johnny, Crypto, right? You guys, Jeanette, Johnny, and Crypto, you've grown up, and everyone listening who has grown up in Britain, right?
Yeah.
My generation, I'm kind of more in Jeanette's sort of age group, but our generation were fighting racism in our country. You know, the kids I grew up with in my street were black, brown, and all that, and Italian, and every color, you know, and every culture. Yeah. I had no issue, and we had no issue with each other. There was no fucking racism in my culture. I'm hearing now that I'm a racist because I'm white and old and grey-haired. That I'm a race. They're saying that I'm racist. I was at the vanguard of people who were fighting racism when I was a kid.
I agree totally with what Pete's saying. When
Britain
we
is the most anti-racist country on earth. Did you know that it was a Briton, William Wilberforce, who stopped slavery? It was a Briton, someone called William Wilberforce. He was a Methodist minister, right? And it was William Wilberforce from Britain who drove the anti-slavery movement. It eventually spread to the United States, but it started in Britain. The Royal Navy were blocking slave ships. Once that started, you know, once the British decided that we were anti-racist, that we were anti-slavery, the Royal Navy, the most powerful navy in the world at the time, was blocking slave ships. We stopped that slave trade happening. The Civil War in America was about the cessation of that slave trade. And you know, the irony is, you know, we don't hear this now, but the Ku Klux Klan are all Democrats.
That's correct. They were. Now
they were Democrats.
They were.
They flipped it.
Were. Yeah, they flipped it. Now they are all Republicans, and they come out and say it.
What I was just about to say is there's this Windrush.
So the politics is the eternal sea, and no more is it.
All the black people, and you know, sent them on a boat away from Britain.
I tell you what's happening now is they want to divide us across every possible means. They divide us by sex. They divide us by race. They divide us by skin color. They divide us by every possible means, right? And now they're trying to tell your kids in school that they're gay because they've had a little thought, you know, going on. What is happening is cultural Marxism. Is they're trying to split us apart every which way they can, right? If you really want to make a political positive statement, right? Remember this: our true enemies are the ones who are trying to divide us. They're our enemy. They're the real enemy. They're trying to divide us. They're trying to divide us by sex, by race, by color, by creed. They're trying to divide us every which way.
I mean,
they're trying to divide us. In America, you got this Second Amendment split. They're trying to divide people between those who want to keep and bear arms and the ones who don't. They're trying to every possible way. They're trying to divide them.
I mean,
and America's the battleground. America is the battleground.
I've said this a lot of times.
America's so important.
I will not judge a person by the sexuality, the religion, or the
as long as they're good people, I've got nothing to say.
I thought this in the army. You know, there was a bit of racism in the army when I was a boy, but when I first joined, and then I thought to myself, okay, you're lying in a trench with your leg blown off, right? And a medic jumps over the parapet, risking his life to get to you, and his skin colour's brown. You're not going to tell him to fuck off because he's black, are you?
This is it.
No.
And I always say,
Pete, hold on just a second. Jeanette, and I apologize, but Jeanette's been trying to get in
sorry.
word in edgewise. It's her show, so you know.
I've always said,
Thanks.
right?
You're a man.
I don't care about, you know, skin colour, sexuality, religion, or anything. The most important thing is what's in your heart. You know what I mean? And that's why, to me, trust is such a big issue. You know what I mean? Because
Jeanette, that's why I'm here on a Friday night instead of being anywhere else, because of you and because of this.
Actually, yeah.
And
you have a good heart,
yes. How can I put it? I've put my trust in people. I've told people things that I wouldn't tell Joe public, or I wouldn't discuss.
No, you've gone a trust.
And I have been let down very, very badly. What I was trying to say earlier on, right? And that person came in, or them two other people came in. So this is the thing, and this is why I'm very wary of like new people. You know what I mean? I'm always on edge. I'm always cautious because
I hope I've never upset you.
Oh no, definitely not. No, definitely not.
She upset me a few times, but no, you never upset me.
But it's this live streaming lot, it's about numbers, it's about money. It's about
not for me, it's not.
It's never about money.
It's about the friends that we meet along the way. And I tell you, I've got a very good sense of, you know, who I can trust and who I can't. You know what I mean? And that's why I say, you know, it's what here that counts, not, you know, colour of your skin or who you're dating or who you.
No, as long as you're good, as long as you're good
what religion you belong to. You know, you could be a.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie not know this, but you can be a member at Raving Loony Party for all I care. You know what I mean? It's here what.
Why you saying that to me? What am I, a loony party? What are you saying?
No.
No part of the loony party. What do you mean?
Not loony party. You're just a loony.
There you go.
It's a political party here in the UK. We've got
the Monster Raving Loony Party. Yeah, there is. There's actually.
And we've got Raving Loony Party.
Yeah. Wrestler, there is actually a Monster Raving Loony Party in the United Kingdom. It is a political party, and they get they get like. He's dead now, but I mean, he started it. But the Monster Raving Loony Party, they get something like 50,000 votes so they just stay inside the parameters of being a political party because they get that many votes. Yeah. It's like calling yourself, you know, the Star Trek party or something.
You know, but I mean, the name says it all, Raving Loony. You know what I mean? But anyway, same as I say, I don't, you know, and I've always
being a raving loony is all part of growing up and being British.
You've got to be a raving loony to come in this class.
Well, there is something that I do want to.
You got a major raving loony to go on mine.
Yeah, but listening about the conversation earlier, there is one thing that just want to make sure you understand. Here in America, the First Amendment does protect your freedom of speech. The government cannot control your cannot control your speech. Now, there are some minor things like you can't yell, fire in a crowded, auditorium. There's sort of some minor,
that makes sense.
Yeah. But people misunderstand, and actually even some Americans misunderstand.
Excuse me a sec, I'm still listening.
Is that like Facebook, Twitter, that's not the government. Okay, the government shall make no laws to impede our right to free speech. It doesn't say anything about a private company. So here in America, Facebook, Twitter, whoever can make limitations. It's not impeding on your freedom of speech.
I'm laughing at what partners, but they contest every by-election and sometimes get enough votes to get the deposit back. That's good partner. But
anyway, I just want to bring that out because it seemed like there was a little bit of a misconception on America's First Amendment.
Oh yeah, and there's been uproar because a serving conservative constituent or MP has gone in the I'm a Celebrity jungle. And there's been
But anyway, because I'm very big on the First Amendment here in America, because obviously being on YouTube, a lot of my videos are journalistic in nature. So I do use the First Amendment quite a bit when somebody comes up and talks to me. I'm like, hey, I'm here. You can't make me go away while I'm filming something that's in public.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm assuming it's the same in England.
Honestly, Jamie, Chris has had exactly the same thing. Mm-hmm. He went to our local park, right? And it goes out with drone. But this particular instance, there's some like cottages in our local park, right? Mm-hmm. People know because I've talked about it many a time. So he takes a picture of one of these cottages, not like he were peeking in window or anything. They were well back, you know what I mean? And he took a picture of this cottage with his phone, and there was somebody on there and said, "Did you have permission to take?"
It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Take the picture of that. You can't trespass the eye.
It's in a public place. It's not as if he were peeking through a window. He took it from a distance. That's my friend's cottage. Have you had her permission to take a picture of it?
Yeah, my favourite American First Amendment auditors will say you can't trespass the eye, and if it's in public, there's no expectation of privacy in public. If you want privacy in public, you create it.
Yeah.
And so being surrounded by a gaggle of Karens just because you've got a camera, you see, the problem is they're all gaggling together thinking they're right, and they're not. And quite often, I love the First Amendment auditors in America, and there's a good few in Britain doing great work as well. But my favorite one is Long Island Audits. He's really
I've heard of him.
He's
yes.
really cool. He's really cool. He keeps his cool. He remains a gentleman.
Yeah, he's very polite. Yes.
Yeah. But the best thing about him is he always prosecutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If he's wrong,
try to steal his rights. And that is why, there'll be streets named after that guy in 100 years' time.
If you're in a public environment and you can see it with your eyes, then you can film it. And I totally agree.
You can't trespass the eye. Yeah, it's true.
You can film and photograph in a public place.
Anything you can see from a public space, is fair game. And that means is if you're standing on the street and you're looking through the Dole office window at their computer screens, it is still legal for you to screen it. It is the onus is on them to make it private, not on you.
Yeah, it's the same thing here in America. We just call it the two eyes, which is I can videotape anything I can see.
See you
Yeah,
later.
So it's kind of two eyes, but we mean the two eyes. I can
try
videotape anything I
explaining
can
that
see.
to a couple of entitled Karens, especially if one of them's wearing a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
yeah.
Chris says he just didn't acknowledge this person. He says, I'm not getting into a slanging match with him. I know that I weren't right. I don't have to have permission to.
You can take a picture of anything that you want.
That's in public domain.
Yeah.
It's in the public domain. Yeah, absolutely.
And that was the reason.
And there are no limitations on that.
Yeah.
None.
No.
That is the reason. And he says, I'm not rising to it. I'm not going to, argue my case. He says, I'll just leave it at that. But he did take the post down, but then he thought, do you know what? Sodom. And he put it back up.
Yeah. Well, there was a famous case.
He says, he put, I filmed a squirrel. It says, do we need to ask squirrel for permission to film?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you've got to get the squirrel's permission to film. Apparently, yeah.
What you do? If you take a picture of the squirrel's nuts, so that's,
don't ever take a picture of a squirrel's nuts.
No.
Listen to him. He knows.
It's criminal, that.
You know what I mean? And he put in the same group. He says, I filmed a squirrel. He says, do I need to ask squirrel's permission to film it? You know what I mean?
You have to ask the squirrel's permission and the squirrel's nuts permission.
Yeah. Well, there was
the rules of Karen.
Yeah. Well, there was a famous Karen incident here in America. Maybe you guys heard about it. It was a young couple. They worked night shift, and during the day they would have intercourse. Okay, we'll just say that. Well,
that's the said cottage.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yes.
As you can see, it's way back. There's no nothing obscure in it, and he just took a picture of it, and that's the.
Yep.
It's not like he's taking anything bad.
Okay, back to the sex.
I mean, even Google Maps do that.
Richard says you've got to contact Ed Squirrel for permission.
There you go. But they did make a little bit of noise. The thing is, they were neighbors to a playground, and there were young kids there, and the parents went over, and they knocked on the people's door. They didn't answer, of course. So they're a bunch of Karens. They decided they're going to call the police, but they're going to get videotape evidence. So what they did, they went over to the window. The blinds were closed, but not completely. They shot up into the blinds to show them on the bed and say, this is what our kids are seeing. And so they went to court, and the Karen who went over and videotaped got charged with trespassing on private property and peeping Tom.
The tables were turned on the complaining.
I got permission.
There are limits. There are hard limits to everything, but generally anything you can see from public space.
It was being a little prick there.
Okay. I like that. The little prick. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's it's
like the nurse says, it'll only be a little prick. It won't be the first time.
But this is this stupidity, of people nowadays.
Living in dark ages.
Same as Chris says, it probably leads a sad life. He's probably a bachelor on his own and got
right outside,
not got any sort of form of interaction with public, and
probably lives in his mum's basement.
Yeah, but anyway.
But I can stand outside somebody's house on footpath, zoom in, take a picture of a graph. They can't do nothing about it.
I was going to go anyway and chat back on Alice because I'm not.
Crypto, see you later.
Keep smiling, Crypto. It makes you look 21.
Oh, wait, I'm 42.
Bye, Crypto. Thank you.
All
right. Actually, I gotta go too because it's like 6:30 p.m. here and I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah,
so I'm getting angry.
I don't normally go this long anyway. Christina's off to Sheffield tomorrow. That's where we live.
I'm sorry, Jeanette. I have to leave you alone here with Pete.
I
got him.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That is.
Part
It is.
a 40-year-old
Bye, all.
virgin.
Nice to have met you,
Probably.
wrestler. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to call it a day, Pete, because it's 2.5
great,
hours.
great. Yeah.
And,
It's been going on for ages.
Thank you
Hey,
for
been,
coming up on the
been
panel.
great
Thank
fun.
you to everybody else, and I'll see you on the next one, Monday.
No bothered.
All right, guys.
I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Love you loads. Big love.
Bye. He's a keyboard warrior.
Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. I ain't ended it yet. I put it. Yeah.